the best way to start a podcast ever. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Spooky Time Tea, the show where we talk about ghosts, schools, murders, mysteries, and everything in between, all while enjoying a cup of tea. Let it be noted, I, Chloe, do not enjoy tea. However, I have been gifted the singular tea that I like today, and I'm very excited about that. It's like a tea party, but spooky.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and we've given you your favorite tea because this is your story.
Yes, and it's the only tea that I drink.
So what tea are we? What tea are we drinking today?
Today is the passion tea, the Tazo brand passion tea. I don't fucking know. Tazo. I don't drink tea, guys.
It's hella fruity. It's very fruity.
It's the only thing I like. Yes.
Let it be noted that pineapple vodka in this tea is amazing.
Y'all, I'm barely going to be able to tell this story sober. We're not testing that out right now. Okay, let me move this out of the way and get...
Moving that, let's test it.
Yep. Oh, no. Okay.
Testing. Okay. It's picking it up.
This is great. All right.
Okay.
So we are starting off the podcast by doing home state haunts for every state. My home state story is a little bit complicated. I won't go into it, but I basically consider Denver, Colorado my hometown. Thus, Colorado is my home state. And so I will be doing Riverdale Road in Thornton, Colorado. It also is known as the Gates to Hell, but we will get there in a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and jump in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want it to be noted that we are currently sharing one microphone.
A
and we're
singular.
trying to pass it around as much as we can, but that's not always going to happen. So
Yes.
no worries. We'll get better at this.
It's great. Everything's fine. This is fine.
Oh,
Everything
we didn't
is...
introduce
No, yeah, we didn't. I'm Chloe.
I'm Kat. I'm Katie. You'll never tell us apart. Good luck.
I have the most annoying voice. That's the only way you can tell.
No, whatever.
Shut up. I love you. Okay, so Riverdale Road. It's known as one of, if not the most haunted road in Colorado. Known as that by who? By me. Also, the one article that I read on thoughtcatalog.com. That's my source, guys. Also, I had friends that would drive the road, so they told me stories. So, what makes it haunted, you may ask? What kind of hauntings happen there? I'm going to tell you. Otherwise, this would be a really shitty podcast. First things first, ghost joggers. That's always a fun one. There have been reports of drivers feeling the sensation of their car hitting something, like a runner. But, and that's a sensation that, you very clearly don't mistake hitting something, so people will stop and get out of their cars and look around and nothing is there.
Yikes.
Yeah, terrifying. There's also reports of disembodied heartbeats and footsteps being heard by joggers on their own runs. That being said, you're already running, I don't trust you.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Heartbeats.
How do you hear this is not the telltale heart, okay?
No.
Floorboards anywhere. How are they hearing heartbeats in the
I
back of their
think,
dog?
here's the thing. I fully believe in ghosts. I think this story specifically, you're on a run, you're hearing your own goddamn heartbeat.
Yeah.
No, still scary. I don't trust runners in general. Nothing against you. I just don't get it. I wrote down fuck running. I forgot that I wrote this. I wrote this real late. Fuck running. When you go running, you either find the dead body or you become the dead body. There are no records at all with 911 dispatchers or with police of any accidents in that area involving joggers or pedestrians. So these ghosts just picked a road and decided to stay there. There's also reports of ghost hitchhikers, hello 1970s serial killer playground, and bloody handprints appearing on road signs. Like stop signs and, yeah.
What?
Yes.
That's a big no.
Yeah. Guys, I picked a real good story for my first one.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody handprints appearing.
That would be like me turning around. I'd be flipping a bitch and be like, no.
I'm not going down that way.
No, and I know that area. So on the white speed limit suggestion signs. Definitely on those. And there's also reports of a phantom Camaro that patrols the road. AC just kicked on, and that was kind of terrifying. That was fantastic timing.
That was good. That was good.
All right. Ghosts have also been seen hanging from trees along the road. They're thought to be lynched and murdered slaves, which is tragic. Again, there's no evidence of this because, of course, there's not. Another thing worth noting that I'm not going to go into too much because I don't know the stories of the culture behind any of this is Native American shapeshifters also are rumored to walk the area. I don't want to go into it because I don't know the culture and I don't want to get anything wrong. But yeah, no, that's the thing. The thing I'm really going to focus about today is the gates of hell that are located on Riverdale Road. Yes.
Okay.
And
so,
the legend behind them. What's creepier is that I can't find a picture of these gates, but I know they're there. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just pulling a Band-Aid off.
Oh, okay. I just saw your face and it was like horror after I said gates to hell. That too.
Ouch. Well, that was another reason. I'm like, what?
Yes. So my story today, literally there's not evidence or record of anything I'm talking about. This is just like urban legend of the Riverdale Road. The gates to hell are rusty iron gates. I'm assuming they're abandoned. I can't find any pictures of this, which I can't decide if it's creepier or ominous, like more ominous, or if it just like discounts everything for me. The only origin story I can find is that a man and his family were living on the land. I'm assuming it's Colorado Wild West, so in some kind of like ranch townhouse. I heard mansion a couple places. And the man is building a fence around his property for, I don't know, cows and shit. I don't know.
Rangers do.
I don't know. I know in Thornton it's kind of a plains-ish area where this road is. Watch all of the people in Thornton be like, no, it's not. And she's like, I kind of live there. I don't travel a lot around my own town. The man went mad before he finished the gate and burned his house down with his family. It's still inside.
Was the gate really that, like,
Colorado?
mentally, like...
Here's the thing. Colorado has mountains and it's great, but the plains are really fucking boring. So imagine when you're staring at just blank plains. I'm a city girl. Can you guys tell? I would get crazy bored. Also, people went mad all the fucking time back then. Like, I don't know. So he burned his house down with his whole family inside. Now he's not part of the story.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He's not part of the story anymore. We don't know what happens to him. No one says anything ever again about him. But now people see a woman in white walking the road looking for her lost children. Yeah, which I thought was really crazy. Like, every culture, every story, everywhere has a woman in white, and they tend to always be mothers looking for their lost children, which is tragic. Or brides.
Just some creepy-ass woman in white just wandering around.
Yes, but the amount of times I see woman in white being like a mother looking for their lost children is genuinely concerning for ghost stereotypes. But yeah, that's the tragic and sad and spooky and just all of it of the gates of hell in Thornton, Colorado. It was kind of a short story, but... No, that's fine.
I don't want to keep yelling because I feel like that's annoying. Oh, thanks, Liv.
Yeah.
So, my family owns a ranch that has been affectionately named The Farm.
I don't trust it.
I know.
Let it be known,
Farm?
like in Riverdale, The Farm.
Oh, I think you said the farm. I was like, what the fuck is the farm? Okay.
Oh, no.
No.
Farm, okay.
So my family owns a ranch further south. I started calling it The Farm when I was really little, and that name just kind of stuck with everyone, so
Cool.
that's
So
what
do we
it's
have
called.
the cult going on there?
No,
Is
we
Chad
don't.
Michael Murray there, and can I devote my life to him and hope that he,
Marry
when
you?
when I am ailing, I need him to harvest organs for me.
Right.
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah, spoiler alert. It's a little too late, Chloe.
I'm sorry. All right, cut that clip and then put it right before I ruin everything. Okay.
Anyway, so the farm was built in 1936, I think.
I already don't trust it. That's when all
it was
of the
built
haunted
by my
things.
great-grandfather.
That's when all the hauntings start. It's nothing against your great-grandfather.
There's nothing there that's truly haunted, but my dad used to love to scare the shit out of me as a little girl because we have a storage house, and in the big window of that storage house, there was just like a white sheet that hung up.
Nope.
And the way it was hung up, like it was a fitted sheet, so it was like had a corner to it. and it looked like a hood. Like, hanging over the wire.
Oh, hell no.
And my dad was sitting at the fire pit. You can see it. And my dad would scare the shit out of me as a little girl by being like, oh, that's the woman in white's hood. She puts it on at night, and she wanders around the farm, moaning and groaning, looking for something. I was like...
Was it her children?
I don't know. I honestly don't remember. I just remember, like, of course, the house is built on wooden, like, pier and beam. Mm-hmm. So at night, you can hear everything.
No.
Like, anytime somebody gets up and walks around, anytime the house is settling, you can hear it. I remember being so terrified when my dad would, like, get up early in the morning and walk around being like, what the fuck is that?
Okay, do you remember the episode of That's So Raven where she goes to stay at her cousin's farm and there's that haunted scarecrow?
Yes!
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Classic. Disney doesn't do it like they used to anymore. Also, fucking dads, man.
I don't know what it is about, like, farms and, like, in the middle of the night. It's just something about being out in, like, in the middle of nowhere and, like, you're so far away from basically anything. Just creeps me out because it's like you're in the middle of nowhere, you are hearing these sounds. Like, okay, are there some, like, random hillbillies that are gonna, like, fucking kill me? Like,
it's truly just the isolation and, like, the hopelessness of I can't get out of this if something goes wrong.
And if someone's trying to kill me, how the hell am I getting away?
Oh, the utter helplessness of all of it.
I don't know.
Now, and that's a real fear now because a few years ago, that wasn't a fear. Like, my dad would go down to the farm. He would leave, like, the doors unlocked. He would just kind of hang out.
Lock your goddamn doors.
Lock
your doors.
It's been broken. Yeah, lock your goddamn doors, guys. Stop leaving your doors unlocked. My dad wouldn't leave them unlocked when he left. He would just leave them unlocked if he were, like, there just, like, hanging out. But it's been broken into twice now. Oh. And the first time that people were caught, but we don't know who did it the second time. And so it's a little bit scary now. Now I'm just kind of terrified to be out there because I'm like, I don't want to be out there. He won't let me go alone, and I don't want to go alone because the house is very run down. It still runs off of a tank, which is like just like a giant pond that feeds it water. So if something goes wrong, if a pipe bursts, if I can't get the water on, like, I have to have someone there. I can't be down there alone. Granted, we have neighbors that I'm very close with, and I could, like, call someone over if I needed them, but I don't want to have to go through that.
I want to make a joke, but it'll give away spoilers to my next episode, and I don't want to do that.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
We're very quiet right now.
Sorry. I am just sorry. I just found something really interesting in our next story.
Oh, gotcha. I'm going to sip this tea now.
Oh, sip that tea.
Sip that tea, bitch.
We know that I like this one.
We forgot to do, at the end of the last episode, I wanted to do, like, a clink with all of our tea glasses.
Ooh, we'll do the tea
we'll
clink.
do it on this one, too.
Yeah.
This one's still
so we can add it into the next one.
Fall one.
What happened?
It has an aftertaste of the last tea we drank because it was still kind of in the bottom of the cup.
I tried to rinse it out.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Like, the tea is strong enough for it's fine. Like,
disgusting.
like utterly, yeah.
Okay.
I can drink it.
Man.
Hi, I'm the little bitch that complains about everything.
So the story that you were talking about, so the guy, like, burnt his house down?
Yeah, so the story is, I don't know if it's out of boredom or if it's the lack of mental health in whatever decade this took place in, because he went mad, and they don't know what triggered it, but Cat's playing with the dog.
I really want to pick him up and carry him over here, but he looks very comfortable, so I'm not going to do that.
No. Leave Monster.
He's like looking like, what the hell, bitch?
Why did you touch me?
Sorry. There's a dog over on the couch, and I really want to... Monster, baby, you want to come over here? He's like, hell no.
Monster, do you want to be in a podcast?
I'm not stupid.
He's an old man. He just wants to sleep.
So, we're at Kitty's house right now, and she has 4 dogs. The others are in another room, but Monster's the only quiet one, so he's hanging out here.
God bless Monster.
And I just want to pick him up and carry him over here, but he does not like it.
Nope, he's not here for it. Yeah, but the story is he went mad. My theory is spooky planes. And he burnt his house down with his wife and children inside of it.
That is so sad.
It's truly tragic.
Now, are we sure that maybe this guy didn't just get possessed by something that may have haunted the house? Because that's a huge possibility.
Maybe. Again, no records of literally anything anywhere. Don't know if there was actually a house there. Don't know if there was ever a house there. We just know that there's rusted iron gates that are now called the gates to hell.
Okay, if it's like...
And there's, like, hauntings around those gates.
If it is near the gates of hell, I feel like there was some demonic shit going on right there. Like, there was some dark juju going on, like something like, Amityville Horror. Like, it totally has the Amityville Horror type feeling, you know? Where, like, he gets possessed and then he goes and starts trying to kill his family.
I mean, it could have been something more supernatural, spooky, other than just going mad, but...
Oh, yeah. Because, like, any of, like, stories you look up about, like, gates of hell and stuff, like, people typically go crazy, or, like, there's something...
That's what kind of sucks about, like, the urban legends behind all this, because I did pick an urban legend road. I don't have a lot of evidence for any of this. I have one source, and it's all hearsay by natives, and I've had friends that have driven this road. Also, there's some more...
So wait, have the friends that you, like, that have driven on there, have they ever encountered anything? They saw
ghost hitchhikers.
So they did, see, like, something scary, like, oh, they're randomly there, and then the next minute, they're gone.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Oh. Did they ever encounter, like, the feeling of them running over something?
Maybe. I don't remember hearing any stories of that one specifically. Like, that one caught me off guard when I was doing my research for this. Because here's the thing. I already have driving anxiety. I ran over a curb the other day, and I cried. Did he cry?
No, but I got mad at him because he fucked our front of our car up. But
I haven't checked one, and it's my mom's car. Don't tell her I said that.
Whoops.
What curb did I run over? Because it legit gave me, like, a panic attack. It might have been the one by the train tracks by your house.
Might have been.
Did you see tire tracks on the curb?
I see tire tracks everywhere.
Or it was
our goddamn cars on the railroad tracks.
Shout out. Or it was the one at my parking lot, in the parking lot at my other job. Because I get that one on a daily basis. One day I'll avoid it.
One time when I first started driving, I hit a curb really hard while we were at a grocery store. It was me and my mom in the car, and I tried to downplay it and was like, no, it's fine, Mom. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. And she was like, no, it's not fine. No, nothing's fine. Get out of the car.
Everything's fine. It's on fire. Everything's fine.
Where's the fire extinguisher?
Hey, don't panic. Do we own a first aid kit that has a blowtorch? Just asking.
Oh, my God.
That is the chaos that goes on in my brain constantly.
I mean, it happens.
I mean, lots of things happen. I'm so glad I've never driven Riverdale Road, especially at night, because I would cry and cause the first actual accident on that road. The first recorded accident would be caused by me if I were to drive on that road. I guarantee it.
I don't know what it is. Just like the whole like driving down this road. It's in the middle of the night. It's pitch black, and then you see someone running like down this like road, and you're like, okay, well, first of all, why the fuck are you jogging when it's pitch black outside?
There's joggers in my neighborhood at night when I come home at like 10 or 11 at night. And I'm like, what are you doing, sir? A, why are you running? And B, why are you running at night?
Yeah, like...
Well, also, it's, the summertime in Texas. I mean, not technically anymore. I mean, technically, yes, still, but not anymore. It's September 1st. LOL. Anyway, summertime in Texas, people either get out when it's still dark in the morning or after the sun has gone down in the evening to go jogging, because otherwise you'll die. So...
Yeah, I can attest to that, because I actually saw someone the other day running at, like, while I was on my way to the hospital, freaking 4 o'clock in the morning, running, and I was like, why, though? Like, why are you not sleeping? I like to sleep in. I am not a morning person, as you guys know, so... No, but just the whole idea of someone running at night just terrifies me already as it is, because, like, you don't know if you're going to run into somebody or someone's going to hit you because they can't see you. So the fact that, like, you're driving down this, like, creepy-ass road.
And there's not a lot of streetlights on that road.
That's what I had figured.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, it's even creepier because there's not a lot of lighting there. So it's like, oh, okay, I see this jogger, and like I go, I'm like, okay, they're on their exercise, and then I look back and they're gone. I'm like, what the fuck? My heart would race. I would freak out.
You would speed up and then get hit by a train.
Oh, I would hope not.
No, not at all. I just wanted to call back to Kat's episode.
But but still, it's just like I don't know. I mean,
no. And the fact, okay, so let's go back to the bloody handprints on street signs.
yes. Oh
What is
yeah,
that
yes,
about?
yeah.
I genuinely don't know, because why not add another dark and twisted layer to this hellish horrorscape that is this one road? Because I feel like someone has to have called the cops. Like, people call the cops on far less things.
Oh, yeah.
Someone have had to call the cops on bloody handprints on a roadside. Like, are we not going to DNA test that? I mean, granted, we already backed up on, like, a lot of other shit. Let's fix that first. But also, like, I want to know where this blood came from.
Mm-hmm.
Is it human? I sure hope not. It's probably animal blood because around there's, like, a lot of farmish areas. Or, I used to drive by this one place that had, like, so many horses.
Mm-hmm.
So many. Unrelated. Kind of. When I was 8, I think it must have been like somewhere between 8 and 10. We were living in these apartments in Littleton, and we heard this banging coming from our ceiling. Oh, it gets so much better.
Oh, no.
And we're like, what is that? What's going on? And we think for a while it's going to go away. An hour later, it's still going on. My dad decides to go upstairs and ask our upstairs neighbors what's happening. He comes back downstairs after a few minutes and goes, so they're slaughtering a goat on their kitchen floor.
What? What? Where
They
does
have-
this live?
I'm sorry.
Chloe?
That like took me a second to like process that.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah,
Slaughtering a goat to sacrifice?
No.
Oh, God.
No.
What is happening?
it wasn't a sacrifice. They,
No. That straight up sounded like some satanic shit.
no, it wasn't, I promise. The rest of the story. They were really nice upstairs neighbors. I was friends with the two girls. Friends, very briefly. They spoke very little English. They were Bosnian. They had bought a goat at wherever you buy goats from. I don't know. This was before goat yoga, guys. It was fine. And they were slaughtering it and, like, kind of separating it to prepare as meals.
Okay.
Yes.
That scared me.
But
a
it
little
was...
bit. Not gonna lie.
But it was straight up a whole ass, like, adult goat in this itty bitty little, like, honestly, the kitchen was way smaller than Kitty's. And I feel like you could barely fit a goat and yourself in there to slaughter in your
that's a
kitchen.
lot.
Yeah, no, it was like a whole ass thing.
Yeah.
And so we all just kind of stared at each other in amazement. And we're like, okay, I guess we ignore that now. And it only happened one time.
Yeah, because they probably figured this is fucking too much work. I'm gonna go to the butcher and buy some like goat.
Then why not doing that like the first time? Like we
don't
had
know.
been living underneath them for a while. Like, did they not need goat before this one time? I'm unaware of the amount of times someone
Honestly,
eating
I
a goat
have
happens.
No idea.
I have never had goat. I don't know how good it is. I'm a picky eater, so I wouldn't be eating it a lot probably.
I've never had goat, so I don't know. I've had goat's milk and I've had goat cheese, but not goat.
No, just so maybe it was goat's blood on those signs. I don't know.
Full circle, everybody.
Maybe they were making blood sausages. Who fucking knows?
Oh, so gross. So no. Yeah, but that is the AC hates me. It keeps
like kicking on and off.
Yeah, no, it really does. That is the story of Riverdale Road and the gates to hell in
Very
Thornton,
creepy.
Colorado. Very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some personal stories are thrown in there, but
Well, you know.
I had a short story, so we had to.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fine. We ramble. That's what we do.
That's what a podcast is.
Yeah, we just ramble. We
It's
ramble
great.
on. I don't understand. I don't understand the bloody handprints, though.
I
And
don't
it
either.
just kind of confuses me, but it also is like fucking hella creepy.
Most
No,
of
it
the
is.
time, things like that, like bloody handprints or footprints, are just like people talking smack.
Maybe
Yeah.
someone is
You know.
trolling people on that road.
That's probably what it is. Denver. You know what they say about Denver?
I I don't. What did they say?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We are Denver. We are one of the first states to legalize recreational marijuana, and also they're working on decriminalizing shrooms. And so people are having fun up in Denver.
People are having a good time in Denver.
Causing some spooky shit. I make no judgments.
I live in Texas anymore. Okay, I'm done with Texas.
Let's go. Let's go back to Denver.
All right. Pause real quick.
Okay.
Well, that was a very creepy story, Chloe. I'm so happy that we're getting to do this. Our tea was wonderful. Oh, wait, I took your tea away. Do you want it back?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't think I will ever ask for it back. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Why would you take her tea away?
I was moving it. I'm sorry. I was moving it. We need to clink our teacups. This was a good story time. We'll also let's stay quiet when we do this because we're also gonna add it into the next episode so we can like edit this little bit in.
Let's do it closer to the mic.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice job, guys. Wonderful time. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on Spooky Time Tea. It's like a tea party, but spooky. Remember to lock your doors. Don't slaughter goats. And
tell your neighbors if you're gonna slaughter goats.
oh yeah, tell your neighbors if you're gonna. Remember, guys. Remember, guys. Lock your doors. Tell your neighbors you're gonna slaughter some goats on your kitchen floor, and don't park your goddamn car on train tracks. Have a good night, everyone.